for your holiday tablescape. And this one, the one I'm doing, can be for anything sort of fall, winter, and even through January or February would be fine. So what we're going to start with is some of greens. I want to talk a little bit about what we have here, and then I'll get right into it. So we have some different greens, some from the yard and some from just a bouquet that I picked up at the grocery store, because I wanted you to be able to find all these, items locally and not have to, pick them up or order them or anything like that. So we have your greens. We have some candles, and for this you're going to use the taper candles. You could use votives, but I think the taper candles have a nice look this time of year. Scissors and some garden shears. Some of these pieces are a little bit too big for garden scissors. You're going to have 2 Ziploc style bags or baggies, some Stickum, which will help keep your candles up straight. And I'm going to use these little glass votives to hold up my candles, but if you have any candlesticks that are low enough to go in your vessel, you can go ahead and use those. I'm going to use this basket with the burlap, because it's going to go with my tablescape, but you could do this with any vessel. And we're going to foam, so oasis. So you want the kind that will absorb water. So there's a dry oasis and a wet oasis, so you want to make sure to get the wet oasis and soak that overnight. Here, I've already been soaking some already, so this is already wet. I'm going to soak that overnight. So, all right, so let's get started. First of all, what you're going to do is take your vessel. Now this, because it is not water safe, it's not watertight, that's where the Ziplocs come in. So you're going to go ahead and cut your oasis in 2 pieces, okay? And I'm only really doing that because I don't have a baggie large enough. You could just put 1 in here if you had a baggie or a Ziploc large enough to contain that. Or if your vessel is waterproof, then you don't need to do this. But this really helps if your vessel is not waterproof. So you're going to go ahead and cut it in half, and then you're going to stick each one in its own baggie. So I've already gone ahead and done it on this one, and we'll do it again. You can just roll it down. You can cut them, but the whole point of the baggie, the Ziploc, is that you can reuse it. So, okay, so go ahead, put that inside there, okay? So they're all contained. Now for this, in order to, these little votives are not going to stand up by themselves in this, and I also wanted to raise them up a little bit higher. So go ahead and push that right in there, and it actually will hold it pretty tightly, okay? So you can do that with both of these. Let's push that in. All right. Stick them right inside there, okay? So you can see we're getting started. We have the oasis, and then we have these great candlesticks. Okay, so let's put your candles in. You're gonna use the Stickum because these little votives aren't aren't the same size as the base of these candles. You're gonna go ahead and put this on the bottom of them, and then they'll stick right in there. So, and you can find that at any real kind of craft store. And don't be too worried if they don't stay too straight right now. You can fix them later, and then the arrangement will actually help hold it in there. Okay. So let's get started. So you're going to start, and I'll kind of do this real quick, and then I will show the finished product at the end of the video, the final video. And if you're watching on Periscope, you'll have to wait until the vlog is live and then check that out, just because it will take a little too long, and I know you guys don't want to wait around for that. So but this is the main gist of what we're doing, okay? So now you have your wet oasis in these Ziplocs, so it's watertight. You want to roll those down low enough so that you can't see them. Your candles are in there, okay? And you're going to go ahead and start with some of the pieces that are going to drape over, because we want some nice ones that are going to drape over. This eucalyptus is one of my absolute favorites to use, and it's fairly easy to come across these days. You can find it at the grocery store. I'm lucky enough that they carry it at my grocery store all the time. But if they do not, some grocery stores you can order it, or you can order it from a local florist. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. You can see how this is gonna just kind of drape over the side. You don't wanna make it too tall when you're making a centerpiece, because you want your guests to be able to talk over or through the centerpiece. So that allows that. Okay. the seeded eucalyptus. This is one of my favorites really for this time of year because it comes in such great colors. You can even get them with a little bit of a tinge of red, etc. So you're just sticking those in, even them out so they lay really nicely. And again, I'm gonna kind of do the fast version here, and then I will follow up later. So these cabbage, kind of obsessed with these cabbage. They are a little bit difficult to find in the south, but up north, I was able to find them all the time. So this one's gonna be a little bit, you wanna make sure you really get that in there. And I'm gonna actually have 2 of these, so I'm gonna put those right in the middle, okay? So that comes over the edge. And then you're gonna start filling in some of your other really pretty ones. So now if you were doing this for whatever season you're doing them in, try to get colors that match that season or colors that match your tablescape, okay? So you're just filling these in. And like I said, I'm gonna kind of do this real quick. I'm gonna check to see if anybody has questions, and I will answer those on the blog, but you can get the idea of what I'm doing. So again, the most important thing is making sure that if you're not using a watertight container, to go ahead and put them in the little baggies, use the wet Oasis, cut them to size, and place your candlesticks in there. All right, so we'll be back shortly with the finished product, and or you can check out the blog AnAppealingPlan.com. And I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Thanks so much. See you soon.